Hi, I'm Jeanne Fiorini. Thanks for joining the Tarot Tips series. Today we're going to talk about something that is relevant for this time of year, this time where we're thinking about the closing of the year, what we've accomplished in the last 12 months, maybe what was difficult for us, what we would like to see happen in the year to come. The focus then with using the cards would essentially be working in the reverse manner with your tarot, working tarot in reverse. So instead of looking for the answers or for the direction, let's say, we would say let's use our cards to set the direction and then find ways to augment and implement whatever we've chosen as our intention. This idea of setting intention, of using your mind, and that idea, if you can imagine it, you can create it, is not a new idea. It's not even really I suppose it is a metaphysical idea, but it's not really an idea that's only in esoteric fields. If anybody ever went to business school, you learned how to make a business plan. Setting a business plan is the same process. In a way, saying a prayer for someone to get well, or for the well-being of somebody else, using prayer is setting an intention. So this idea of holding a certain vision in your mind and then finding ways to manifest that vision is going to be the purpose of what I'd like to talk a little bit about today. As I said, the turn of the year is an excellent time to utilize the cards in this way. Birthdays are another good time, but really the turn of the year is a time where most people become more reflective than usual, and where you hear people talk about making a resolution. The reason that a lot of New Year's resolutions fail is that they're simply ideas or decisions that people make, but there's no energy behind that. There's no plan, there's no implementation. There might be no thought about, well, what's my motivating factor here? Why do I really want to accomplish this? So I'm all for making a New Year's resolution. The thing that we're going to be working with a little bit today is how would we use the cards to give that a little punch, to give that a little bit more structure, so that whatever you are intending and creatively visualizing has a better chance to actually manifest. So you would start your process by not quite going into your cards yet, but reflecting on the past year and thinking about where you would like to go in the coming year. What sorts of things would you like to see either expanded? Maybe you have some nice things going and you would just like to see them get more solid, get more grounded, get more tangible in your life. Maybe there's something that you feel like you're missing and you want to bring that in. So within your own thoughts and in your own heart, try to be reflective and come up with, let's just start with one idea or notion. Let's say it's greater prosperity. I'm going to pick something random. Go the next step. So once you've set your sights on a goal, the second step would be to go through your tarot deck, 78 cards, and pick out a single one card that represents that idea for you. It might not be the card you expect. If I say I want greater prosperity, the card that kind of immediately comes to mind would be the Ten of Pentacles. But maybe as I'm flipping through the deck and I'm looking, the one that hits me intuitively and the one that really resonates me might not be the Ten of Pentacles. It might be the Queen of Wands. It might be the Two of Cups. My support and encouragement here for you, if you're going to work through this process, is when you're picking your single card to define and represent your intention, really let intuition be your guide. Don't go into your mind about what's the card that it should be if that's my intention. Well, the card that goes with that intention is this card, so that's the one I have to have. Don't do it that way. React intuitively to the cards as you're flipping through your 78 card pile. You might have to whittle it down to 5 choices, and then from those 5 pick one, but you need to start with just one card. Once you've decided on the image that's going to represent your goal and set your intention, be the center, you could say, of your vision board, then you can draw at random. You can ask questions and say, okay, given this as my goal, I always like the help and hinder. Give me 2 or 3 or 4. 3 and 4 are good numbers of manifestation. So you might want to pick 3 or 4 cards to help me. What can help me manifest this? What can help me really bring this to fruition in my life? And then randomly pick out those 4 cards from the deck. I always think it's important to ask the other side, what might be potential blocks for me? What might be some things that for me as an individual might hinder my accomplishment of this goal in my life? What are some things I need to pay attention to or be mindful or careful of as I'm moving through the concretization of this goal in my life? Pick a couple cards for that, 2 or 3 maybe. So then you've got a nice area, a balance of things there to look at and say, not will I accomplish this goal, but given the notion that I can accomplish this goal, what can help me get the job done and what might hinder me along that path. So it's tarot in reverse. It's rather than asking what might happen, setting your decision making and your focus on, I do wish, want, will, and intend that this happen. Now what do I do to make that a real thing in my life? So hopefully that'll give you something to work with as the year turns out of 2011 and into 2012. Whatever holidays you're celebrating, I hope that they're happy and joyful and peaceful ones for you. Next time we're going to talk a little bit about what to do when there doesn't seem to be an answer in the tarot, when you either don't get it or when you just can't seem to find the answer that you're looking for. So again, thanks for tuning into the Tarot Tips. Happy holidays to everyone. I appreciate you tuning in to our Tarot Tips series. Thanks very much, and we'll see you next time.